Hi, in this video we're going to talk about this pet carrier that I got from Amazon. I've always wanted to try one of these and finally I have been able to order one. This one has 3 different openings. As you can see, there's one from the side, exactly same on the other side, and then the third one is from the top in case you want to stick your pet from the top. It also serves as a window because you can roll it up, and then there is this thingy that basically latches onto right here, and it basically can stay open like this. Not for my cat, he'll jump out in no time, but maybe for dogs. It also has some framing to it, so when you zip it, now let's talk about the zippers. I'm not a big fan of zippers. They're not as smooth. One of them actually was half open, almost looked like broken, but I was able to fix it. This is what I'm talking about. You can see I have not opened this one at all. This is how it came. And here I need to fix it where it opens up. And it does work eventually. It's a nice pocket. But it makes me question the security of these zippers because ultimately this is my pet who's here. If accidentally one of the zippers decides to open up like this or break, I'm concerned about the safety. So not a big fan of the zippers, but so far they've been working okay. There's some metal frame to it, which is, I think, is super important in these pet carriers. One goes around this, all around right here, the same one here, and there is some framing on the bottom because it's not really a framing, but this is pretty solid piece of wood, I believe, that's covered up by this removable. This is actually plastic, so I take that back. So you can remove it and clean it, which is great. I think that's a great feature. And then when you place this, it creates a nice platform for your pet. Now, the problem with this is that when you put this on, and I'm 5'0", so pretty petite frame, it's relatively comfortable. The problem is this, because of the lack of support in the back, there's pretty much, besides those two metal poles or metal frames, there's really no support in the back at all. So this part, ultimately, as you walk, ends up digging into your back. Not very comfortable at all, even after a short walk. Another part is, because of there's no framing behind here on the back, this part gets bunched up because of the weight of my cat. And maybe if you have a lighter pet that won't happen, but my cat weighs 10 pounds, so relatively average size for a cat, and it bunches up. Because there's additional support, additional framing available, it does not impact it too much, but it's still not ideal. But the biggest issue that I see is really that this part digs in the back. Not a sustainable solution for a long hike or even a longer walk. At the same time, everything else feels comfortable. There's some padding over here, pretty decent padding here. There is no support for no belt support, but there is support, chest support, as you can see. So overall, not a bad product. I think there's certainly room for improvement, and I bet you can find similar products that do have some support for the back where you don't have that issue. But if you do find it, please let me know.